Hey everyone, welcome Booster Tutor. I'm Brandon, and mystery boosters are out. I've got to draft at least twice so far of the retail version and do one sealed, actually. But yeah, they are a ton of fun. Even without the test cards, there's still just so much going on, so many different cards you can get, just crazy openings, just love this product so much. Hope I can just draft it, till I'm just sick of it, which who knows, probably never. But yeah, I did a couple of drafts at my local store, and one of them I actually recorded the pack openings and like what I picked and everything, so the whole drafting process. So I'm gonna go over that. I'm gonna do a little voiceover and like why I picked this, why I didn't. A lot of stuff is gonna be like, hey, I picked this for money, so keep that in mind. And then afterwards, I'll talk about my games. I didn't really record any, just wanted to have some fun. And it's a lot harder to do that than just do the pack opening. So let's get to it.
All right, let's get started here. So, this is release day, doing draft, first pack. I think I said, it's hard with mystery boosters because, yeah, there's some powerful cards in here, but there's also cards worth money. So my first couple of picks are going to be probably money picks, and then we'll start to ease into a deck. Unless, I find a card that does both. But, right here, Temptation Blade, it's like Night Howler, not bad. But the Riki, I was like, that's a full rare. And that could be good for Commander. I'm not releasing anything too great in the commons and commons. The Blade is fun, but dumb, so I'll just take the Riki, even though Night Howler, really strong card. Here we have got some removal. That thing, I was like, I don't know what this does. Nice card, but can't do the Merfolk. Return of the Fallen is awesome. Just a really good card and limited no matter what. 10th a week, removal for green. Absent Guide, great, but also 3 colors, so I'm going to take that. And then Ristic Study, so more money. I'm going to take that. So right now, we have a green and a blue card that are probably not great. All right, we got a dragon. So I already got a green card. So that could be good. And it's just a great limited card anyway. Browbeat, not great because you have to let your opponent choose. Living Death, you got to build around that. And even then, Makers of the Moat, no, it's fine. It's just 4 mana though. It's a lot. Got Treasure Cruise. That's okay. It's actually really good, but not really seeing anything that is better than the dragon. The mage here is you have to go 2 colors just to make it, not bad. And then Living Death, of course, just no goblins. Am I gonna have a bunch of goblins? No moat, maybe just because of flyers. But, I'd rather have a flyer than a creature that says it matters about flyers. And then I got another flyer here. We got the Efreet, which is just an awesome, cheap flyer. Pestilence, which is nice removal. Cabal Therapy, worth, I think, a little bit of money, but not enough to make a bad pick. Penumbra. The Scout is nice in foil, but don't need it, so I'll definitely take the Efreet there. Because, 3 mana for a 3/4 flyer? Hell yeah. Only does 1 damage? Sure. I'll take that. All right, we got a dual land. We got Become Immortality. We got Overrun, which is just a limited all-star. Come on. Wild in the Cuddle. I'm going to go 3 colors. Another flyer and blue, but Rory got some green and, maybe blue because we got some flyers there. And maybe I can go, take Overrun early, take a bunch of small creatures maybe something makes tokens. If not, you might just have, enough creatures. Overrun, still awesome. Okay, we got the Seer, which is a nice foil. Fragmentize, no. Wall, no. Perish, maybe, but I'm already green, so I don't really want to do that. Evolving Wilds would be nice if I'm going to probably go 3 colors. Nothing else really, grabbing out at me. So I'm like, the Seer could be worth something. Foil, I know it's a modern thing, so let's take that. We got the Owl, blue flyer. I'm already got some flyers. We got the Harbinger, which kind of need from an elemental deck, but I'm not going to take it now, obviously. And then Sheer Drop, which is a white removal, but it's also in white. I'm not in white yet, if I'm going to be. So I think I'll just take the Owl because, like I said, already going flyers, might as well. Flyers wins games. All right, we got a Bowmaster. We got Morrow in foil, which is not a good card ever. Got the Owl, which is a flyer, and I'm kind of blue. Forbidden Alchemy, which I really like that card, but you have to be black to get the flashback to go off. And, I don't know if I'm going to go 3 colors yet. Trying to stick to 2 colors. We got Smite Helix, which you have to be 3 colors. I'm in none of those colors right now, so not going to take that. Yeah, just a weak pack for me overall, basically. And the Owl, 2 mana for a 1/1 flyer that lets me scry. Sure, I'll take that. Rain of Thorns, nice sideboard card. It's got a Trickster, which, you know, no thank you. Lead by example, support 2, like that's not really worth it. Encircling Fissure won me a PTQ one time, so that, you know, brings back memories for me, but I'm not going to pick it. So I'll just take Rain of Thorns because I'm already green. Fine removal, sideboard card. All right, we got Simic Locket, and I'm already Simic, so I think it'd be good. Got blue Merfolk, but you have to have other Merfolk for it to matter. Hunt the Weak, green removal. I mean, that's a much easier pick than the Locket. Locket, like I could take. I'm not excited about it. I might even cut it, like unless it was sealed. It's just very slow. But I mean, Hunt the Weak, I love that removal card. Wow, nothing in my colors. So basically I'm just like, maybe something I could splash if I need to. Maybe just something for value. Just like, I don't know. Everything here is just not great. I'm not really, you know, ramping anything, so I can't get to that 8 mana too easily. And the other one cares about allies, so I'll just take the Browbeat. Trish's Train, a lot of mana. Oh, right there we got a Windrake flying in blue. I'm already kind of going like a flyer's route. I really like the spider though. That spider is amazing. It blocks for days. If it dies, you get another blocker. It's a, you know, 2 creatures for the price of 1, and they're both really good. But I'd rather have flying. Though maybe, you know, my flying loses to that spider, which sucks. Nothing exciting here. At least we got something in color, the High Tide Hermit, but it's not a good card at all. So it's fine, but no thank you. And here we have, you know, something that I already have blue. Maybe I could splash black. Got a land. Not going to use that. It's in white unless I open something crazy in white. Let's see our second pack. Very excited to open it. I was ready to open it, you know, halfway through that last pack. So, all right. So we got Windborne Charge. No, thank you. White. Angel Renewal. Not bad. We got that, which is Simic colors. We got a removal for blue. You know, doesn't untap. We got Reverent, which is flying but black. Just Ancestral Mask. I'm not going to auras. And one really good card. Not flyer, but who cares? Still really good. We got a Sapphire Charm, which, you know, the old charms I'm not really that fond of. They have a lot of things, but none of them add up to enough. And now, whoops, freaking Mana Crypt, of course. Here I am going through the whole pack, and it's like, whoops, should just cut to the rare because I'm going to be taking that, obviously. Okay, Mold Drifter, amazing card. You know, flying, draw me some cards, love it. You got Shriek Maw. I'm not in black, but an awesome card. You know, blah, blah, blah. Bow of Nylea, very amazing card. Like, just, it's in my colors. It does a ton of things. I get counters on things, so it's between that and Mold Drifter. I really like Mold Drifter, but I'm going to take that bow just because being able to put 1/1 counters on things, gain life, especially if I have the Mana Crypt, nice way to offset me losing during my upkeep if I don't win the coin flip. All right, got more white cards. We got an eel, which, you know, it's fine. Nothing exciting though. Crustacean, not exciting. Just looking for, nope. Invigorate is fine. Also not very exciting. Just a lot of exciting things here. Just Invigorate is probably, the eel and Invigorate are probably the ones I would take most likely, but they're also just very, you know, boring. So I'm like, do I take one of these? Or yeah, maybe the foil Memnite because it's kind of cool. Maybe it's worth something. I don't know, but I do like it in foil. I'm just trying to decide. And I'll take the Invigorate just because, you know, maybe I can get through with flyers and get, you know, a little pump to something. Lightning Helix, which would be nice, but, you know. We got the Aura there, which is really nice. Oh, Scroll Wrangler. This card. Like, I'm like, oh, this doesn't seem very good. You know, it's 4 mana, yeah, sacrifice lands, blah, blah, blah. And then I see the Zer's weirding. It's a dumb card, but I don't know. There's something about it, just that foiling, the art. I just love it. It doesn't, I'm not going to play it, but it's just so cool. Yeah, you take it. Thinking, you know, past the rare, but nothing I was really excited about. Avacyn's Pilgrim. Love Avacyn's Pilgrim. Just because, you know, mana rep is always great. Yeah, it taps for white, but who cares? You're probably just going to use that as colors anyway. And they have the Guild Mage, who would be double green for me. and I could only make 1/1 sapling tokens for 4 mana, which is nice, you know, because if I have Overrun, that's awesome. But I just have a soft spot because Allison's Pilgrim is, you know, Innistrad and stuff, and it's won me so many games. Just like, it's so good. And hey, maybe I'll splash white because white is going around. Okay, we got that guy. No. Price of Troyas, no. Not a good limited card. Beast Within, green removal, heck yeah. If someone has a Planeswalker or something, nice way to get rid of it. Just nice way to get rid of anything. Yeah, they get a 3/3, but who cares? You're killing a card that's just probably like really hard to deal with. All right, we got that, which is whatever. Counter and Fear, no thank you. Mizzix Mastery, just because it's worth some money. I was like, okay, sure. And Secrets of the Golden City, it's nice, but it's basically a worse divination. It could be good if you have enough permanents, like you get to draw 3 cards, sure. But it's just a worse divination. So I'm like, that's okay. But I'd rather take a card that could be worth like $10 last time I checked. But, you know, this is before the set got released and everyone opened everything when prices just plummeted. Lone War thing is just, it costs too much mana, you know. Yeah, you could just scry a bunch and stuff, but 4 mana, just so expensive. Chillbringer, you know, it's 5 mana, but also it's a flyer, and you get to tap down something for, you know, 2 turns basically. I love that. I figure I have a mana crypt now, so it's easier to cast those 5-drops, but I'm not like ramping in anything. So I'm just still trying to stay on my plan for flyers, and maybe hopefully the mana crypt will just help me get them out faster. And also I'm trying to stay on colors to make, yeah, I have an Allison's Pilgrim, but I'm not using that to splash white. All right, got the Captain, which is nice, but because it's foil, but I don't have any spirits, who cares? The Spring, I like that because it's a 1-drop that can block well, and then later on you can just trade in for a mana that comes into play onto the battlefield tapped, which is nice. And yeah, just nothing wrong with that. All right, we got the Root Walla, which, you know, nice creature. But we got that freaking guard who is just the most annoying thing in the world. Love that card just because it's so hard to deal with in combat. And the only way they can get rid of it is if they have removal, basically, like a spell, because it just blocks for days. And I love that card, but I also hate playing against it. I got that Foil Midnight's back. The sword, you know, it's not really worth a card to me. Shape of the Sands, no, like, okay, cool, I guess. These are all just a bunch of cards that I'm like, they're fine. Anal's Judgment is nice, I really like it, but I'm not white, so I'll just take the Midnight. And Scroll Wrangler came back. I don't know how, sure. I mean, that card is really cool. When you read it, you're like, it doesn't seem that great, but when you think about it, late game, this makes so many scroll tokens, and, you know, I got the Overrun. Hell yeah, I'll take that. I'm also thinking about the Meteorite just because, you know, it's a little bit of removal, also taps for mana, but it's 5 mana. It's a lot. It's not really what I want to be doing. I'm trying to go for the flyers or Overrun plan, so let's do that. Rage Pits is a nice card just because +1/+1 trample, sure, why not to any creature. I have to splash red. I could do a 3rd color right here. We got the Dragon Eyes, which is my colors, or that, which, you know, I could use for the pits, and maybe I got a Browbeat, maybe play that, but probably not. And then right there, we got green, red. Hey, maybe I am 3 colors. Maybe I'll splash red. All right, let's see. We got Enduring Victory. Useful Knight, I like. River Daughter, no thanks. Thorny Bird, if I had any counters, maybe, but I don't, so it doesn't matter. I got some black cards, which I'm not going to play. Sentinel is my colors, but no. Blossom, I like. The Familiar, I like also, because, you know, gain life, draw a card. And then Ultimatum, no, I'm definitely not going to do that. Oh, but guess what? Springjack Shepherd. We got Dragonlord Ojutai, and I'm like, well, I can't pass this. This card is amazing and limited. It's almost unbeatable. I'll just have to splash white, and I already got Allison's Pilgrim, so hell yeah. See other means, which I'm like, well, I'm 3 colors. So maybe I take this. I can use a treasure to cast things. We also got a flyer there. It was Flash. Got another green card, which is blah. Groundswell, no thank you. Esper Charm, can't play that. Another dragon, a flyer, but it's all red. And Burning Quarry, which that looks beautiful in foil. But it's between basically the Sailor of Means and the Spire Monitor, just because that's, you know, 3/3 flyer for 5. Sure, why not? It's a very weak pack for me, though, I have to say. So yeah, I'll stick the flyer. Stick on that plan. All right, we got Eldrazi, Reflector Mage. Sure, why not? I already got some white coming in. Clear the Mind. No, thank you. Fairies. I mean, they're flyers, but they're not really good. So just another Pretty weak pack, except for the Reflector Mage. And, I mean, look at that. Nothing great. Nothing at all. I'm just like, yeah, I got the Ojutai, but do I want to splash a lot of white? Might as well. It's just an awesome card, Reflector Mage. All right, we got the Sculptor, which I played before, and it's fine. It just, a lot of setup for not a lot of payoff. Got the Wolves, which are stupid Stormcrow. The Wolves, which are, a nice big dumb creature. We got the Predator, which I like because 4 mana for a 3/3, and you get some blockers. Yeah, I'm on the flying, route, but I'm not going to take Stormcrow. Jungle Barrier, right there, I'm in Simic. It's a nice defender. It draws me a card. I love that. Prowler, which is, a worse jungle defender, I'd say. Like, I'd rather have Jungle Barrier than the Cat. Grip Swap, which is removal, and it's nice, but I'll stick with my Simic colors for now. Like, basically my plan is maybe get stuff out fast with Mana Crypt, or just stall the game till I can get to my flyers with, like, walls and stuff like that. Not too much removal, though, I have to say. All right, we got another flyer there. It's white, though. We got the Sliver, who I like because he's basically 2 mana for a 1/1 Death Touch. We got the Brontodon, who that was not my game plan at all. Too much mana, just like not what I want to be doing. So really it's between the Sliver and the white flyer with Renown. And, like I said, I'm trying to stick to Simic, just very, very lightly splashing white. The Mirror, I was like, oh, does this cut? Nope, it's all for colorless. So not really worth that either. So not a great pack for me. But then I'm like, oh, my game plan is to make it so I go late game. So having a guy who can block and kill anything on the ground is probably better than either of these 2 cards. And yeah, it did actually work out pretty good for me. If I get any Changelings or Slivers, right there. We got Mind Stone. It's a great card, but I'm also realizing, I have a Mana Crypt. Do I really need it? I mean, yeah, it's great, but also I don't have any removal or anything also. And I would love to take the Court, but I am not those 3 colors. I'm only 2 of those. And I'm like, oh, Mind Stone, but House is a way to... Nah, I'll just take the Mind Stone. Why not? Desert Twister, right there, we got a way... Oh, but Desert Twister, a way to remove stuff. Any permanent, but the River Hoopy, whoever it is, just a flyer and an amazing card. Pay mana, you draw a card, gain life, and I'm probably going to be taking some damage from Mana Crypt just in case. Might as well, even if I don't. It's still a great card. All right, we got the Sentinel again. My rare... This is my pack. This rare's still there. I mean, it's pretty easy pick. Just take the Familiar. A Useful Knight, I like, but it's also not my game plan. Familiar gains me life, draws me a card. Just a nice little chump blocker. Oh, we got... Sailor Means is back. Okay, so I can take the Climber and give it flying, but the Sailor Means will help me get my white mana if I ever need it. So... And the rest of the pack is crap, so yeah, Sailor Means. Also, really nice blocker. Now we're getting to the Dredges, where I just have, like, nothing coming up. We got the Escort, which, sure, I guess. Got the Boss, who I can't play. And then we got the Elemental Uprising. Like, what is this pack? Why am I looking at Driver of the Dead? Am I just like, maybe I'll go black too? No, what am I doing? But the Elemental Uprising is just the worst. Like, doesn't matter. But I guess I'll take its own colors just in case. I'll take the Husk because it's colorless, and maybe I could do something with it, put on a flyer or something. But yeah, this is a really good Rakdos pack, Jesus Christ. You got Husk, you got Lightning. I took Lightning because I was like, that's worth a couple of bucks, why not? Here we got Spy Kit, Reaper of the Night, and wow, geez, another bad pack. I'll take Sky Kit because why not? It, can pump something. Brontodon to my colors. Sure, maybe I need a big dumb guy at the end. I don't know. Like I said, I'm just taking whatever I can in my colors, make sure I have enough creatures, and then twins, and that's it. All over the place in this draft. When I drafted it, I did not feel very good about it. I was like, ooh, okay, I don't know about this, but we'll see. Got a Mana Crypt. What do I care?
All right, there we go. As you can see, a Mana Crypt, freaking amazing. I went like a Simic Flyers deck, sort of, splashing white for mainly Ojutai, and oh man, game 1 against my friend Sal, I had like Avacyn's Pilgrim, 2 lands, a Mana Crypt, and like Ojutai. So first turn, Forest, Avacyn's Pilgrim, boom, there we go. Second turn, Oh wait, and mana crypt first turn. Second turn, tap all my mana. The mana crypt. Absence Pilgrim for white. I had a green and a blue out. Ojutai. Turn 2. He was like, really? Just scooped up. He's like, I can't beat that. Come on. I was like, yeah, that was pretty sweet. Then second game, I got mana crypt again because I was like, okay, I'll keep this. I have mana crypt. And I didn't get Ojutai turn 2, but he came eventually. And we had some back and forth, but eventually I got that one. And yeah, that was just crazy. The power of mana crypt. Second game, I played against a guy named Cow. And I never got mana crypt against him actually. But his deck was like really slow. And I was kind of like not doing much. And he eventually got the Teferi from the Commander's deck. And that guy's not good in limited. He just doesn't do enough. But I eventually beat him 2 games. And then I went to the finals. And I split with Ryu, the owner's kid. Super awesome guy. And we split. I'm glad because his deck destroyed me. He had a Gitrog monster, a Grave Titan, just a crazy black-green deck. I did play against him once. I got mana crypt out. And I just couldn't draw anything worth it. It was just a bunch of like 1 and 2 drops. I'm like, hey, cool. And I took 15 damage from my mana crypt that game. I was like, yeah, that's what happens when you play with fire there. So, but just a ton of fun. I didn't care. Just so much fun. The second time I drafted, it was super late. I was tired. I did Boros deck, and aggressive decks are really hard in this set because there's so many different cards to choose from. It's hard to just streamline that because you might not ever see that many aggressive cards. I did get to the finals, but then I got destroyed there too. But good thing we split. And when I did sealed with my friend, I just bought 6 packs. He bought 6 packs, and I ended up getting a mana crypt again, foil Sin triplets, Teferi's protection, and I forgot what it's called. The artifact that like if you gain life, you double that, and if you draw a card, except the first one, you draw another card. And yeah, I just made this crazy, weird Esper deck that was like to mill him. And I found a Mythos. I was drawing a ton of cards. And eventually, it was super fun. But I eventually decked myself one game. And yeah, just a bunch of crazy stuff you can do in these limited for mystery boosters. And I love it so much. So no games are almost alike. So, and yeah, that's it. All right. If you want to follow me on Twitter, booster_tutor. And see you next draft. Maybe a booster draft. No, mystery booster draft. Dude, I don't know. I just ruined my whole outro. This program brought to you by viewers like you.